welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin. Okay, you guys, so let's dive on into this message. I'm super excited about this message because it's tying in with my other messages and my other videos on this channel. So if you haven't watched my other videos, I encourage you to do so just to understand this message. It's all tying in together. So somebody is going from the cave to the castle this year. I mean, at least I know the process is starting this year, but a lot of you guys are just being propelled into destiny this year, whatever that looks like. I don't know if you're an artist, entrepreneur, an author, whatever, but you've started something and you kind of put it aside or you put it down, but you've always had you never lost a passion, but life kind of started lifing and it kind of took you on a different path a little bit, but you never stopped believing. You always knew in your heart it would happen for you. However, these past years, for a lot of you guys, I see you've been in almost what looks like a cave. And it's not necessarily intentional. It's life started lifing. I mean, in past years, you've been through so much. And you've always kept your faith. You've always had this amazing relationship with God. And you always believed that one day, things would happen for you. However, for this season in your life, because of everything you've been through, there's like this cave. It's like this dark cave you've been in. And it's not like you didn't intentionally put yourself there. It's just like you kind of put aside something you started and you've been just focused on surviving. And the thing about a cave is it's so dark. But the thing about it is also that a lot of times if you're think about people who are kind of maybe they're stuck in a cave, but they're still alive. And they're it's like there's darkness all around them and they don't know when they're coming out of it, but they're still being hopeful and they're still remaining positive about it. Yes, so what I was saying is that it's so dark and it's so uncertain. You don't know what's ahead. However, deep down inside, all you know is that you're hopeful that there's going to be a light on the other end. All you have to see is just a glimmer of light at some point. And it's almost like you think about the saying that the light at the end of the tunnel, because in this cave, it's similar to a tunnel. It's dark. It's a cave. And it's like you're walking and walking and there is no light at the end. You don't see any light, but you're remaining faithful anyways. It's like imagine being in a cave and you're all alone and you're hopeful and you're walking and you're walking and you're trusting. You don't know when you're going to see light, but you deep down, you've always known that the light's coming because that's what you're told to believe. When you are chosen, when you are a child of God, we are told to keep the faith. The light comes at the end of the tunnel. If you're in dark times, you're told to trust God and remain hopeful. There's light in the darkness. Although you don't see this light, you're about to see the light. You're going from the cave to the castle. Oh my goodness. This is for somebody. You are about to a season. Okay, yes. A season is ending for you. And please forgive me. It's coming to me. Oh my goodness. So much is coming to me right now. Like you're going through a time where you've been in this dark cave and it's coming to an end. And then you're going to get to the point in your life where it starts making sense. You spend a great deal of your life this season in this cave, and it's only strengthened your faith. You're going to come out with stronger faith because that whole time you believed that you would see the light. And when you finally see the light, oh my goodness, it's uphill from there. You're going to say, I did it. I remained faithful. And guess what? You're going to go into your season. And a lot of you guys, and I speak about this in other videos, a lot of this is happening in 2026. You're going You're going into your season where you're coming into alignment with your purpose and destiny. So once you come out of the cave, it's going to be big. It's going global. What God's doing with your life is about to be global. I'm talking going viral, having your moment where people are going to know your names. They're going to speak your names in important rooms. I'm serious. Abundance. I see homes. I see you coming into alignment with the right people in your life. It's almost going to be like a Cinderella type of situation. It's almost going to be like, oh my goodness, this is why I prepared for such a time as this and I never gave up. So now I'm going into your life is piecing together. I'm so serious. You're going from the cave to the castle. It's going to be totally opposite of the season of being in a cave. It's going to be like blessings after blessings. Like you're an actual royalty. This season is going to be so amazing and it's going to make sense. And everything you learned from the season before of being in a cave, everything you learned about faith and trusting God and hanging in there, because I know if I stay steadfast in this cave, I can see the light, because I'm told that God is still with me and there's light on the other side. That was preparing you. So you come out at the end and you're like, there's the light. And God says, thanks for hanging in there. You never stopped. You kept having faith in the cave. So now you get to experience your castle. You get to experience being treated like royalty. And you're about to go into a season of divine purpose and destiny. You're about to change so many lives. You're about to impact the world in such a great way. Eyes have not seen what you're about to do, because you're going from the cave to the castle. Please receive this message. Please receive this message in 2026. And if you haven't watched my video about how in 2026, it's going to require a whole different version of yourself, please watch that message, because it ties in with this one. It's going to require that version of yourself that you're hanging in there. You're in that cave. You're almost at the end. Yes. I was waiting. I was like, I couldn't quite get that out. So not only are you've been in a cave for years, you're almost at the end of it and you're coming out of it. Not only are you going from the cave to the castle, you're close. It's like, I'm not going to lie, you're getting weary. It's discouraging. But if you hang in there, you are so close. Don't give up. Don't stop. Keep trusting God. Your faith is going to be rewarded. Your faith is it's in a big way. I'm so serious, you guys. And you've been going through a lot of your struggles alone and in isolation, but those struggles and what God's doing, like God is right there with you in that cave, and everything he's working inside of you and strengthening your faith, it's going to show in a public way. Right now you're isolated in the cave, but God's with you and you feel like you're alone. But because of everything you endured in isolation in this dark cave, trusting in God, strengthening your faith, once you come out on the other side, not only are you going to have a stronger faith, you're going to get rewarded publicly for everything you endured privately. Oh my goodness. From the cave to the castle. You see, that's the thing sometimes. When you're alone and you feel like there's darkness around you and you feel like you're alone, God is still with us. God is still using every moment of our lives for our greater good. So I know at times it probably feels like, oh, I'm in this cave. It makes no sense. I don't know what's going on. I'm by myself, but God is with you and he's doing something in that season. That's the thing. We're being strengthened in those seasons of isolation. So when you get your moment from the cave to the castle and you're being treated like royalty, oh my goodness, you're going to be prepared, because you prepared in isolation. You endured this in the darkness and God was there with you the whole time. So yes, everything you endured in that cave privately, you're going to go to that castle publicly. It's happening. Hang in there. You're going from the cave to the castle. Please hang in there. Don't give up. Anyways, if you've made it to this far of the video, I appreciate you, you guys. You know, I just feel like I'm being obedient and doing what I feel like I'm placed on this planet to do, and that's to motivate, and that's to walk in my purpose, and whatever path that's he's already spoken to me. This is a big part of my path. I'm also an artist. I'm also a creator, but God's like, well, this is part of it. So I'm told to do this, and he's gonna continue to lead me in a direction he wants me to go, and everything's gonna make sense for me, but it's also gonna make sense for you. So I'm right there with you. So if you've made it to the end of this video, I feel like we're connected, and you know, I'd love to have you as a part of this community over here, because I believe in uplifting the next person who believes they're chosen, who believe they're a child of God, who believe that, you know, they're on their own divine path. So yeah, please feel free to join me, only if you want to. So with that said, that's the message. You're going from the cave to the castle. Hang in there, and thanks for watching my video. Have an awesome rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world.